Here in our landscape, I don't have a lot of chance for color because of all the shade that we have from the pecan trees. I do have the brick pavers, antique brick pavers. I wear a red shirt when I work out here. Here's a plant that'll give you some color though. We've been looking at hollies today. This is dwarf Burford holly. You don't think of dwarf Burford holly as being 6 or 7 feet tall, but this is how tall it gets in 30 years. We have some beautiful berries forming now that'll color up this winter, and so we have the winter color when the trees are bare. Jimmy Turner has beautiful annual color in his test gardens. You need to see them, and you'll get a preview right now.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Turner, Senior Director of Gardens for the Dallas Arboretum. And absolutely the best part of my job is I get to test about 4,500 plants a year for adaptability to the Texas climate. We're looking for the best annuals, perennials, trees, shrubs, and ground covers, but really the annuals are our focus. We test about 3,000 of those a year to see which ones can take our summer heat. Matter of fact, we have a label called Flame Proof. Look for it at your local nursery. It says this plant can take from early spring right up to first frost, bloom all summer long, and take the worst weather Texas can throw at it. Looking at some of the best flame-proof annuals for Texas, ones that can really take our high night temperatures and high day temperatures and monsoonal rains followed by drought. This is an ornamental pepper called Black Pearl. It has deep burgundy black foliage all summer long, loves full sun, doesn't mind drought, low water use. Actually has deep shiny black fruit that look like big black pearls that turn bright red by the end of fall. Actually quite edible, but spicy and hot. This is a sun impatiens. It's a new variety of an impatiens, and this actual impatiens will grow in absolute full sun in Dallas, Texas. The drawback is you gotta water it about twice a day. This is a water hog. If you're gonna grow it in full sun, make sure you grow it really well into soil with compost or organic matter or a little bit of clay, because it's gonna want some water every day, and it will let you know because it will wilt the first moment it's a little bit thirsty. This is Euphorbia Diamond Frost, an annual euphorbia, and probably one of the best new plants in the market that's hit in the last decade. Little white, tiny flowers, and you think, well, it's really not that showy. Think of it as baby's breath like you would get in a rose bouquet for Valentine's Day. It makes everything it's by look a little bit better. It looks best planted in mass or mix it with something. Wonderful, great plant for Texas summers. This is Angelonia, sometimes called summer snapdragon. The only series I plant because it blooms all summer long. Makes a perfect little basketball shaped plant. And you can see these here, they're just almost about half grown. They'll be about twice this size. Perfect little meatballs, and they send up these little wands of flower right up until first frost. A lot of great plants to look at out here.
It's a Japanese maple that you see in our landscape. That's one way we get color out here. My wife loves them. This is bloodgood. It's a familiar variety. You can find it at almost any nursery. Yaupon holly. This is one of the finest small trees that we have if you're in a zero lot line house, or if you have a small patio and you want a tree effect, kind of like you get with a crepe myrtle, but you want an evergreen. This is a great one to use. Speaking of trees, we're going to go in just a moment to the Texas Tree Climbing Championship, and your guide for the championship will be Arborological Services' Steve Hauser, my friend.
It's squash season, and today we'll be featuring summer squash. It's one of the most versatile vegetables in the kitchen. Today we'll be making a pasta fresco with fresh summer squash. When looking for summer squash, you want to have a nice bright color and nice firm texture.